Beach Center for Spiritual Living. How many of you were here for Anita Morjani on Sunday? Many of you. Wasn't that awesome? You got to raise your hand all timidly like, yeah, that was 2 days ago, 3 days ago. That was awesome, wasn't it? That was quite awesome with her. So let's silence our phones to make sure that none of that comes in as I say that. Like, is my phone silenced? No, it is not. Okay, my phone is silenced. How about yours? Let's see. Our annual membership meeting is this Sunday, April 26th after service at 12:30 right here in the sanctuary. We'll vote on a couple new board positions as well as a change to the bylaws. Everyone can attend. Only members can vote. Spiritual retreat. Oh, it's like 6 months away now. It's starting to get closer. How exciting is that going to be, where we come together as a community for a whole weekend, just hang out with each other for a whole weekend with great music, talks, workshops, fun activities, games, things like that. It's going to be so much fun. I look forward to it. It'll be my first one with Redondo Beach Center for Spiritual Living. So I'm going to be there and have a great time. Be there or be square. Let's see. Drumming Circle is this Sunday at 12:30 across from the teen room. We have a meditation for beginners workshop. I'm so excited about that. I kept wanting to teach one, and I have my hands full with so many different things. So we were blessed with Vish Chatterjee coming along, and he taught, if you remember him, he did the Vedic astrology workshop. And he was awesome for that, and he's going to be awesome for this as well. So if you're always been thinking about, I want to meditate, but I can't do it, how do you do it? Why do I always get stuck? This is going to be the thing for you. And it's coming up on Sunday, May 3rd. So a week from this coming Sunday, it'll be after service right in here at 12:30. The Men's Spirit Group will meet on Monday, May 4th, 7 p.m. in the foyer. They meet the first Monday of every month. Our Labyrinth Walk will be coming up soon on Wednesday, May 6th, over in Richelieu Hall. Wow, let's see. No, that would be two weeks from today. Okay, I was like, no, it can't be May already. Our next author speaker series, that series is really taking off. The last one we had was just off the charts, so you don't want to miss it. And this next one is going to be phenomenal too. Raphael McMaster is a local spiritual teacher working with children a lot, and he is a ball of energy, amazing, and he wrote a book called The Fundamental Life Tools, and so he'll be talking about his book on Friday, May 8th, 6:30 p.m. in Richelieu Hall. So you won't want to miss that. It's a fun gathering in Richelieu Hall. There's no cost for it. You just show up, have a great time, connect with people. And then for anything else that I haven't said, there's information on the activity table in the lobby, as well as you can see our weekly e-newsletter. Finally, a big thank you to all of our wonderful volunteers. Can we give a hand to all the people who really just show up and keep this place hopping? They really keep it hopping, you know? It's hopping around here if you haven't noticed. And our volunteers are such a big part of that. Our speaker today... where's she? I was right. No, right. Well, she is here. I know. Our speaker today is Reverend Katherine McKinney, and she's got some really good stuff for us here today. So we're in for a treat, and also we're in for a great treat with our lead musician, Elise Carver, who's going to give us a song right now. Or no?
Good morning. Right now. The eternal now. Hi, everybody. Good morning. This song has been on my mind a lot lately. It's been one that I've turned to a number of times when I'm feeling overwhelmed by things out of my control. So I wanted to share it with all of you. It's called Divine Surrender, and it's by Sonia Kreitzer. I give up from the fight, divine surrendering, divine surrendering, divine surrendering, divine surrendering, divine surrendering. It's safe to surrender now. It's safe to remember how. Safe to surrender now. It's safe to remember how. I release what is not meant for me. I believe what's meant for me will be for me. Feeling in the dark, crawl until I walk. Each time that I fall, divine remembering. Holding on too tight, try until I might, tired from the fight, divine surrendering, 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 divine surrendering.
Morning, everyone, and welcome to all who are here. This is an unusual feeling that I have as I go into this morning's talk. I'm not quite even sure I fully understand everything that's been going through my own mind. I woke up this morning, though, with the words of a line from the poet Mary Oliver. Some of you may know Mary Oliver, and you may know this line if you don't. What will you make of the rest of your beautiful life? It's one of those quotations that I've seen used in many places. I may have even used it myself. It's like at a time of completion or graduation or a time of moving on. You've done this, so now what are you going to do? And so I was thinking of it this morning, and I think it's partly because of what I'm about to say and what is about to come through. And that is the idea that we're always graduating, that we're always moving, and it always is a new day. And what are we going to make with our beautiful life? And the title of the talk is one that came to me as Doris was asking me what the talk would be on Monday. And I don't like to put off doing it. I have done that before. I don't like that. So I just allow myself to just say, and I said to her, I am all right. Or it could be, we are all right. And I believe that it's probably coming through my own expression or feeling of what we had on Sunday, which was a magnificent experience. Some of you may have been here for this Sunday morning service. Some of you may have been here for the Sunday morning and the afternoon experience. It was just an amazing experience. And there are many things to come from what she said, and I'm not trying to leap off from that particularly. But I know by the next morning, I did feel like I'm all right. Because that's one of her feelings that she talked about, that I've come back to do this and I'm all right, after she had lived a life in which she did not feel all right. And so that is a great feeling. I'm all right. And so I then began to go into the next day of some things that unfolded just in my personal life, which may sound a little boring, but it wasn't when it was happening. So Monday evening, late, I was going to run out to the grocery store. It was 6-ish, or no, it was before that, more like 5:15. And so I was running off, and there's this incredible racket in my car. I had driven the car earlier that day, but there was this incredible racket underneath my car, to the point that I did a loop and came back and parked and left it in the driveway so Bob could kind of help me figure out. Well, something had fallen underneath my car. It was just a piece, and it was dragging, and that was the noise. We had figured out there's nothing we could do about it. It's too late in the day to get anybody else to do anything about it. So I took it in the garage and waited till the next day. Called my car person, who said, yes, bring your tow truck here, because I was going to get a tow truck, which I did. Tow truck did all of that. And my mechanic, my guy, was able to fix it very easily, rather than have to replace the whole thing. Because I figured one or the other was probably what it was going to take. And he was able to just reattach the thing, dust it, and you're done. And so I felt so grateful. See, I'm all right. Everything's all right. And then I have this other experience that's hard to explain. I made a mistake on our taxes. And it was more of an omission on our taxes. And it had come to me. I didn't know what we were going to do. I did all this work to re-up it. And the bottom line is, we're not only all right, we're in miles better. And it's actually, we get money back now. We weren't before. We were going to have to pay. I just left something off. And so I have fixed it. And I'm all right. So I'm thinking, what is the power of having that as an affirmation? I'm all right. So whatever comes along, it's going to work out. And I found myself thinking about the car part, and I was, leading the tow truck to my mechanic, and I'm realizing it's either he's gonna put it back on, or we'll get another one. Either way, I will be able to drive my car. I mean, it was just, I had released all of it. And so it was the easy one. I was you're grateful when you know it could have been 600 and now it's, it's much less. Same thing with the tax thing. It's just, it's a great feeling. But if the overriding feeling is, I'm all right, how much does that influence what the outcome is? And see, I think it's important. So that's what I'm talking about. And so it's a little bit, is it half empty or half full? And that's how we always want to look at our life. How is it? And so last night, as I was thinking, going through the ideas of what I was thinking about, I remembered a chant that I was talking with Elise about a little bit. We used to sing it during the 9 o'clock service that we had, going way back. We had meditation, and we used to do readings and chants, and we'd have about 5 chants per service. That's the way I'm remembering. And so we mixed them up, but one of them was, I am safe, I am whole, I am peaceful in my soul, because my higher power is taking care of me. And so that literally came to me. I dreamed about a lot of this last night. It just came to me in that dream. And so what I am trying to articulate is that there are lots of things that are going on in our life. And there are lots of things that happen around us. Our choice is to be the idea that we are going to support. It does not matter what anybody else is doing or what else is happening if I decide that I'm all right. I could take action. I could choose to pray and support, knowing that I am all right, we are all right, is the most powerful thing I can do for myself. And I'm recommending it as a way to approach life. Now, if I ask you to raise your hand, and I'm really not going to, if you have something that's just troubling you right now, and we all have situations. I have more situations. Ever since, I broke my wrist, and I have all of these things going on that are not getting done. And so I walk around my house going, oh, yeah, I got that, and yes, and or maybe tomorrow, and all of that stuff. But see, if my overriding idea, and it was especially today, I'm all right. It'll get done. It'll get handled one way or the other. And it feels good. It's energizing. Because the one thing that I was talking to my orthopedist about really last week, and talking about, or maybe it was just Monday, I'm telling you, time telescopes, I think it was just Monday, about this, I'm doing extremely well. See, I've worked these exercises. I have done them all. I've done them every day, 6 times a day when I had to. I did them, didn't cheat, etc. So they're super impressed to tell me I'm like 90 percentile of people doing this stuff. So I can feel good about that. But then he said, that this is the part I'm talking about. But my concern, he said, is that you're doing too much. Well, I know what he means. I think, I believe, I know what he means to me anyway. It isn't that I stopped doing them, or that I stopped doing but that I stopped making it such a centerpiece of what I'm doing. And so that I've kind of slipped into that. I've already done 2 sessions this morning because that's what I need to do in order to keep track. And I'm going to do that, but I've stepped back. I just do it. And so I've left that to the higher power working through me. I'm safe, I'm whole. I'm peaceful in my soul, and I am going to have full use of my hand, however that evolves. And see, I'm okay if it takes several more months, because it just may. It's just whatever happens. But it could also be better in 2 weeks. So it is, I'm letting that go. I'm deciding, I'm not trying to make anything happen. And for me, that's a big step. I'm a doer. Many people at this center have told me many times, you ought to be sometimes. You ought to just be instead of do so much. And yeah, you're right. And so I'm off to the next project. And I don't know that doing is ever going to leave me, because I think of things and I want to do things. And it's just important to me to be purposeful. So how many of you really resonate with the idea? I don't want you to have to raise your hand, it's not like that. But how many of you feel that even if it's a slight shift, that you can move into the glass half full all the time? That you are peaceful in your soul. Yes, things come up, and we take care of them. The bottom can fall out of the front of your car when you least expect it. Things happen, and you just fix it. I stumbled on a step the other day, and I didn't fall, which is pretty cool. And I just skipped a step. I just stepped over it instead of, and I went, I went, wow, I'm impressed. I'm all right. I'm all right. And so I want you to just ask yourself, are you willing to release that attachment to whatever you're holding on to, whatever sense of control? Are you just willing to do that? And that's your answer to yourself. And you know, you can't cheat yourself. You know whether or not. I know, and so I do think as I've gone through Science of Mind, I've come to a real realization that at any one time, I may only understand up to a certain level. In the Science of Mind textbook, that fourth section, Ernest Holmes, it's a little bit longer section. If we do the first four sections on Sundays, it would be the fourth Sunday that we would do this one. And he talks about we can only do, embody, and be to the limit of our understanding. So for me, especially listening to Anita on Sunday and her message of boundless love and her message of being so bound up in what she was bound up in before her experience and coming back free, absolutely free. Her message is that you're already all right, just the way you are. You already are that perfect child of God. And in reading, the book reading we had this morning, Ernest Holmes is saying it in so many ways. And I'm reading his words this morning and hearing Thomas Troward. And Thomas Troward in Bible Mystery and Bible Meaning talks about the words of Jesus. He says, you know, the words of Jesus are so simple. He really is saying what Moses said. He said, there's only one thing going on. I am. I am. And we have to be a manifestation of the divine because there's nothing else we could be. That's who we are. And we're not bound by anything, nothing at all, except those experiences we have that we're holding on to that we think are limiting us and dragging us down. And we don't have to. The truth shall set you free. That is that's the end of Jesus' ministry, really. He's saying that near the end. I am. This is the reflection of the Master, and the truth shall set you free. And what is the truth? It's emblazoned on our walls here at Richelieu Hall. Dr. Frank put those on the walls. The truth. And what is the truth? The truth is that you're already perfect. In your human form, you are already perfect, that divine within you. And we allow, yes, but look what happened, and look what I'm going through. And if you just don't know the trouble I've seen, as the spiritual goes. And that's what holds us back. That's what keeps us from saying it's half empty. I'm not full enough. And so when we know that truth, to that greater degree of understanding, Ernest Holmes talks about in that class, we can grow in that understanding. And one of the ways we do that is affirming to ourselves in times of meditation and times of quiet and reflection what we know to be the truth in our quiet moments. And isn't it true that when we're meditating and everything is quiet, we can know so many things, but we bump up against the form when that, and reality or whatever we call, that's with a little r, little reality, and look, the bottom drops out of your car. And so when that happens, we need to come back to, I am whole, perfect, and complete. I am safe, I am whole, I am peaceful in my soul, and my higher power is taking care of me. That's wonderful. There are many things. You pick your own. And so as we move through this service, I have to tell you a lot of what I'm saying came to me in a dream. I was sleeping or doing the talk, something. So I don't know if I was actually dreaming or not, or whatever that was. But one of the things that and I was telling David before is that I did a guided meditation in my dream. And so I want to include that today. And so I don't know whether we want to end this part of the service and do it. I don't even know how we do it. I've never done it on a Wednesday service. You want to just do it now? Do we have enough time to do it now? Yes, he says yes. Okay, I'm going to sit because I like to. Can everyone see me fine? Okay. So I just take a breath, get comfortable in my chair, and make sure everything is soft, is comfortable, so I'm not distracted by my feet, by my hands, by my arms. They're just comfortable. I uncross my legs, I uncross my arms, and I allow myself simply to be open. Open. So as I take a deep breath, and I see myself in a rather deserted area, but it's quite nice. I can imagine there are some trees along the side. And as I step into a little bit more light, I just began walking. And the path is very easy. It's very open. And I don't pay attention to whether I turn left or right. I just walk. My eyes are open, but they're veiled eyes. I'm seeing while I have my eyes closed. So I'm just stepping. And soon I step into an area that's more shaded. It's a little more shaded, and I step into it further. And I just walk, feeling the cooler air from the shade, and allowing myself to know that I'm moving towards something. And so as I take a few more steps, I notice there is a gate. It's a small gate. I can reach it with my hand as I reach down, and I push the gate open. It opens inward. And I step through the gate. And as I step through that gate, I feel like I'm entering into a special place. So I walk and I feel more and more comfortable. I don't notice, but am aware of bits of nature showing itself. I see bushes. I see trees. I see smaller tufts of grass. But the path itself is nicely worn, but gentle. And so I just keep stepping. It's so comfortable. It feels so good to walk on this path. And I'm pulled forward, but I'm in no hurry. And so as I walk, as I just simply take that part of me, I allow myself to breathe. I allow myself to know that I'm on the right path, and just let it be. So soon, I start noticing something in the distance, and I wonder, is this where I'm going? Is this where I'm headed? So I do head in that direction, but again, I'm not hurried. I'm just open to life of it as it unfolds in this special place. And so as I get closer, what I see is this amazing chair. It is a chair that is specially designed. It's designed for you. It is your chair. You notice the color. It's a perfect color. And you look at the way it fits and invites you to come and sit. And you want to, because you already love this chair. So you turn around and you sit down and you sink into this chair. And it supports you in all the right ways and spaces and ways of being. You smile. You cannot believe how wonderful this chair feels. And so you get comfortable, you arrange your arms and your legs, snuggle into this. I am safe. I am whole. I am peaceful in my soul. And you sink back in, your eyes close, and you have this feeling of something that is in front of you, something that is almost hanging in front of you. And so as you open your eyes slowly, you see what you might call a being. It is just there. It seems to shift colors. It will be one color, and then it'll be another color. And it blends into still more. But somehow, it blends into the color that's perfect. It is the perfect color. And you smile and you're a little excited, and it begins to glow. Glow in a way that's a vibration that you feel that you are a part of. You're with this vibration. So you surrender to that vibration, that idea, and it lets you know this is love. This is love. And you begin thinking about love. And as you think, you realize that the color has dimmed slightly. And you realize this is not a think. This is a feel. It is simply a feel. And as you let the think go and sink into the feeling, it glows. It glows brighter. And so you allow yourself to feel that you are entering that feeling of love. It is perfect for you. It's perfect. And so you just let it be for several moments, feeling the glow. Not just seeing the glow, but feeling the glow. What do I know from this glow? And you allow it to be as it's beaming and beaming. What is it being to you? What is it saying? What is it imparting? As you allow the glow to almost envelop your way of being, your whole body. And you breathe deeply and exhale. So as that feeling moves through you, and you sigh, and then the glow begins to dim, and you open your eyes, and you see that it is finished. And you open your arms outward, and you feel that that being actually comes within you. It is you. It is love. And it just simply moves through you. And you breathe. You cannot stop smiling because it's such a glorious way of being. But as you exhale, you recognize that it's time to go back. It's time to return. So you rise from this wonderful chair. You rise and you turn and you look at it in gratitude for giving of itself as it was. And you're grateful for the experience of the love. And so you begin to go back. You find the path easily, but you don't exactly see where you're going, but you keep moving forward. You keep moving forward and you come more into your own body as you move forward. Move forward. And there in front of you is the gate. Now the gate opens outward. And you know that as you step through the gate, you're going back into your world, bringing with you this divine gift of love. So you turn around and look where you've been, and you can no longer see the chair. So you square your shoulders, and you walk confidently through the gate, outward. And you turn and you close and move back towards your path. And you return to that clearing where you began, knowing that you do not come empty-handed, that you are whole, perfect, and complete, just as you are right now. And you will know this perfection for yourself any moment you choose to revisit your experience. I am safe. I am whole. I am peaceful in my soul. For my higher power is taking care of me. And so you move confidently through, knowing that all is indeed well. And so it is. And thus concludes today's lesson. I appreciate you going with me on my journey. And I see that David has the plate, and so he is going to begin to pass the plate. And so we go. These are the different ways that we donate, and it is glorious to donate, and many of you give of yourself as well as of your bounty, whether you give it in cash in the plate or these wonderful other choices that technology has allowed us to be able to do in so many different ways. Scan the QR code, going to our website is easy, as well as just texting the amount. It's so easy. And so your gifts are always welcome. And so let us bless the gifts, whether we've already given online or whether we are moving through and doing many, many ways. Let us say, divine love consecrates my gift. It goes forth to heal, to bless, and to prosper all of those who give and all of those who receive. I rejoice in the sharing of my good, and I release my gift with love. And so it is.
Sing with me if you know the words.
I feel safe and whole and peaceful in my soul, because my higher power is taking care of me. 'cause my higher power is taking care of me. There's someone there who loves me, that's all I need to know. There's someone there who loves me, and so I can't let go. I feel safe and whole and peaceful in my soul, 'cause my higher power is taking care of me. I feel safe and whole and peaceful in my soul, 'cause my higher power is taking care of me. There's someone there who loves me, that's all I need to know. There's someone there who loves me, and so I can't let go. There's someone there who loves me, that's all I need to know. There's someone there who loves me, and so I can't let go. I feel safe and whole and peaceful in my soul, 'cause my higher power is taking care of me. I feel safe and whole and peaceful in my soul, 'cause my higher power is taking care of me.
Oh, thank you, Elise. That was so sweet of you. Thank you so much. Does anyone have a question I can sniffly answer? Or, a prayer, anything you need. Or are you safe and whole and peaceful in your soul? Well, you know what? Okay, we do have one. I was going to say, I accept.
Thank you, Reverend Katherine. That was powerful. That was a really deep meditation. I'm still feeling it. I wanted to thank you for all the prayers you've given me for my cousin Jennifer. She had stomach intestinal surgeries, and she's doing well now. And I want to thank you for all the prayers and all the ministers who prayed for her.
Tell me her name again.
Jennifer.
Jennifer, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anyone else who is seeking prayer? Eileen.
Just continue for my neck. For my neck?
Hi.
Hi.
Your neck?
Yeah.
Neck, okay.
On the right side. Thank you.
Anyone else?
Holiday,
Alma?
holiday, as in happy holidays. My sister's name is Holiday.
Would you say the name again? I'm not hearing it well.
Holiday.
Okay, I just wanted to have the name here. So I'm going to do one prayer, and I'm doing this for all that are asking, and keep knowing that. The higher power that is so very present in this room now and forever is wrapping these words I speak in the divine idea. And I allow that the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart come from that divine light and wisdom that is God. And I know that Jennifer and Eileen and Hauda are in their perfect place and moving forward with their beautiful life. And as we and they are knowing the power, the presence that is always there, that higher power that we are in touch with when we simply open our spiritual eyes and see and remember, it is never a think, it is a feel. It is a feel of love, of compassion, but most of all, healing. The love is the healing that moves through regardless of the condition. We love it, we accept it, and we are in that space. And we know that for those we love and those we care about. And as the words continue to move, we know that it's moving through space and time wherever it needs to be. It's right there because there is no space and time in God. It is there. It is perfect right where it is. And it is perfect when then each of us, as we know these words and allow them to come from our hearts and for ourselves. I am all right. We are all right. They are all right. In the mind and heart of God, all is truly well. It is simply my choice to know that truth to the degree in which I understand it and I allow it to be. And so in deep gratitude for knowing that the space, the time, the events that unfold are all perfect for the healing of these bodies, for all of the conditions, for all of the situations, for all of the movement that needs to happen for this to perfectly align with that divine pattern from which we are all born. It's perfect. And in gratitude for knowing this truth to the depth of my being, I allow myself to know this intention is already good and very good as I release my word into the perfect acceptance of God's life. And I say, and so it is. Thank you all for being here. It was an unusual Wednesday for me, and I appreciate you being present for everything. Thank you so much.